Network, please respect yourself. For abeg, the network Facebook na aka anya m nsogbu ebe nke YouTube na-aga n'onwe. Oh my goodness. No noise. If you are just joining, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Please share my video. Share, please, so that other people will join us. Okay, guys, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. We are talking about the latest update from the palace based on Queen Naomi's return. Information reaching us right now about Queen Naomi's return to the palace of Ife Kingdom. We do know that that's the topic at the moment. They have fixed a date and people are working against that date. Then later we heard that the king have made it clear that the dates have been changed. And this time around, that they will not put the dates out there in the public, so that people will not know when it will happen and all of that. And I like that idea. But this time around, we are hearing another information, allegedly, over what Ooni of Ife's stepmother said to Queen Naomi concerning her return. And that's why I said, let me bring it here so that you tell me what to think about it, in as much as a lot of people will say that what she said is the truth, that is what a mother would tell a daughter and all of that. From what we heard, they said Ooni of Ife's stepmom called Queen Naomi. Allegedly, don't forget that these are all alleged information. I do not live in the palace, okay? Always bear that in mind. I'm just a blogger. And the way I hear it, now so I go carry and come give you here. So they said, wait, oh my goodness, sorry for that, okay? So they said the king, the king's stepmom called Queen Naomi and told her that it is high time she take everyone unawares, as in she take them by surprise. That this issue of waiting for dates, doing all the formalities, all the protocols, that it would be better that she overlook all of those things and come back to the palace where she belongs. That one thing she doesn't know is that the same people who made an arrangement and said, okay, by so time we'll make sure that Queen Naomi returns back to the palace, that some of them will be the ones to go and tell the enemies, because they are enemies in disguise. Look at the dates. How are we going to stop it? This, that. Friday, good evening. Thanks for joining. My network and this Facebook is not, I don't know, but YouTube is okay. Thanks for joining, okay? Good evening. How are you doing? So the topic we are talking about is what Ooni of Ife's stepmom told Queen Naomi about her return. We do know that they are all alleged information, okay? So according to the gist, they said she told her that it is high time she overlook things and return back to her base. That whether she likes it or not, that the palace belongs to her. And some of these women that she's afraid of, they are afraid of her. That she should know that they are afraid of her. That the moment she returns back to the palace, that they are going to find their way out of the palace or find a way to sort themselves out, But waiting for dates is not the best option. according to what she said though. But I don't know what to think about it. Queen Naomi have made it clear that unless the women leave the palace, that she is not returning back to that palace. It's not because of herself, but because of Prince Tadenikawo. We do know that it is not safe to bring Tade back to that palace, knowing that the battle is fierce, and these people will go extra mile to take away everything that has to do with Queen Naomi. Let me tell you, Queen Naomi is a prophetess, and I believe God shows her things before they happen. God give her the grace to see the future. You know, it's not that she can predict everything, but at least there are some things about what will happen in the future that God used to show people who works for him, especially some prophet and prophetess. That is why they are called prophets and prophetess, in case you don't know. So when it is like this, I believe she must have seen something that made her say that unless the wives leave the palace, that if not, that she is not returning back to the palace. But with the way things are going, it is obvious that these women are not ready to leave. And maybe that's the reason why the king's stepmom is saying that instead of waiting for all the protocols to be observed, waiting for the women to leave, that it will be better that Queen Naomi will take all of them by surprise and return back to the palace. That even those ones that wanted her out, or those ones that manipulated her out, that all of them will be disappointed. Because their main aim is that Queen Naomi is not in the, should not be in the palace. That since she have reconciled with her husband, instead of waiting for all the protocols to be observed, waiting for a date to be fixed, and all the formalities and all of that, that let her carry her load and come back to the palace without making it official, that it is going to put those enemies in shame. Because let me tell you, from what we are hearing, a lot of them in that palace really want Queen Naomi back to the palace, even though there are people also who doesn't want her to return back to the palace, especially those of them who believe that her prayers is a problem to their own activities. You know, there are so many people who are praying that she will return back to the palace today. So I believe Ooni of Ife's stepmom is one of those who really wants Queen Naomi back to the palace by all means, as soon as possible. But the thing is, the problem here is that Queen Naomi have said she is not returning as long as the women are there. To me, I don't know, and that is why I ask you, what do you think about it? Whatever you think, please tell us on the comment section. Maybe we'll talk about it. But to me, I believe it is not safe for Prince Tadenikawo, knowing fully well that Tade is too tender. In as much as a lot of people will say, but she's a prophetess, she can pray and protect her baby. In as much as God is protecting us, we need to do the ones that we can do to protect ourselves. The palace is not safe. There are so many manipulations. Okay, come to think of it, if the palace is safe, why would Tobi leave the palace when she believed that she's pregnant? That is to tell you how unsafe that place is. So telling Queen Naomi to return back with Tade there, I don't think it makes sense. We are even talking about the wives. The men people are not the wives. Although the reason why Queen Naomi might be emphasizing on the wives is because they are the tools that these people are using. They are the main tools that they are using, and which they can use to get closer to the king and to the Tade. Let's take for instance that Queen Naomi bring back Tade into that palace. Maybe Tade is with his father, and one of the wives came to meet with the king, and Queen Naomi is not there. Or do you expect Queen Naomi to be anywhere that Tade is with her, with his father? Queen Naomi will be there to ensure that no other wives come closer. These are the kind of things that we should be thinking or reasoning before you say she should bring Tade back to that palace. Because at this point, we should know that Tade is the main, is the point of attraction. Let me put it that way. You know, he is the point of attraction. I don't know what my Facebook is doing now. It's like there is no network here. So guys, I don't know what you think. That's why I said you should tell us what you think on the comment section. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love, my dear. My God will bless you. So whatever you think about it, tell us. But to me, I don't think the palace is safe for her. I don't think the palace is safe. But a mother will always be a mother, you know. If you ask her, she will say, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Let her come back. God will protect her, this and that. But it is better to play safe than to... They say prevention is better than cure. You know, I'm sure there must be something. There must be something that she have seen, or they have shown her, that made her to insist that she is not returning there unless the wife leaves. To me, staying in that Lekki mansion, being comfortable there, don't as in do everything you need to do, operate from that place. If you have any event in the palace, she can come and do it without Priest Adenikawo, you know. Be operating from the Lekki mansion, it is not a big problem to me. Oh, that is how I see it. I don't know how you guys see it. Hi. So guys, we'll be ending this live video here. They have started. Let them go to bed. I will come back. Okay guys, thanks for watching.